Oh, apples! Oh, look! Oh, ouch!
What do you think you're doing?
We've been walking a long ways, and I was hungry, and... Did you say something?
She was hungry.
She was hungry.
Well, how would you like to have someone come along and pick something off of you?
Oh, dear. I keep forgetting I'm not in Kansas.
Come along, Dorothy. You don't want any of those apples.
Are you hitting my apples on what they ought to be?
Oh, no. It's just that she doesn't like little green worms.
Oh, you...
Oh, wow. Little dick jokes in Wizard of Oz, whoever knew. But we're not here for little dick jokes, because this is a very mature episode of Nick the Rat Radio, everybody. I am Nick the Rat, coming to you live from the sewers of Brooklyn, New York. It's August 26th, 20 fucking shithole year. Everything's falling apart out there. It's going to hell in a handbasket. I usually don't, I like to ignore the world around us a little bit. Except for the supernatural and the paranormal and the fun and butts. But other than that, shit's going south quick, it seems. But, what are you going to do? Not much. You can't do really too much about it. So that's why we're here in the sewers tonight. We're having a fun time. We're going to have a great evening. There's stuff going down in the world, okay? We all know that's going down. We all know everything's happening. 2020, jeez. But something big happened to me. I was outside staring at a tree. And it kind of looked like an antenna. It kind of looked like a satellite dish to me. It kind of looked like it was maybe listening to me. And then I contacted somebody that I know on via email. He's a doctor. Actually, I don't know if he's a doctor. He might just be a professor. He's a good friend though. He's Professor Mr. K. Eblerman. He's into dendrology. He's a dendrologist. And I got in a whole conversation about trees and how we could communicate with them. And he said that he had this he did some tests with these trees earlier in his career, and he sent me a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, let's not talk about nugs. I had to block his, he called me like 20 times after that episode. That was scary stuff, but, you know what? We should just, we're going to be talking about trees and talking possibly 2 trees by the end of the episode. There's a lot of stuff to get through tonight. We have actual proof of communication with trees. Now this guy's I think he's out in Pennsylvania. So this is also a couple years old. This technology that the recordings he sent. I do think that he has newer stuff, but he only sent me this old stuff. The new stuff he said was being reviewed by his peers, and he can't release it yet. But he was kind enough to send this to me. I was doing all this research into these talking to trees. I was watching TED Talks. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about my TED Talks. Zindu is gone this week. Okay? No Zindu this week, so grab your can, and I'm drinking some Guinness tonight. And probably some tequila later. But I'm going to slow crack this bad boy, because I don't want to destroy the studio first thing tonight. There we go. Very, very tasty. Let's put that right there. So, Zindu is off for the night. I gave him the night off because basically there was no news to report on. So I was like, Zindu, just take a fucking night off, okay? Zindu, take a night off. And he told me to go fuck myself. So, After hours and hours of porno, I was like, okay, I guess I've done that enough, and we could start the show now. So we have no news, we have music, we have talking to trees and information. We're gonna open the phone lines pretty quickly. We're gonna have I think that's about really it. I don't even know why I'm doing a show tonight. No, I'm just joking. But right after this commercial break of music, which is not a commercial, it's sort of a break. I got some stuff that I got to talk about. That doesn't have to do about trees or talking to them, but that stuff's very important. We're definitely gonna get into that. We're gonna get into it deep and stuff like that. But you know what we're gonna do right now? We're gonna play some music because I think there's a lot of people that just come here for the music. They're like, oh man, what's that good free stuff that's new that's Nick's gonna play this week? Because you know his ears are so big. They gotta be decent. What the hell? Test what? Thought something was happening over there. Anyway, let's play some music here. We got Amethyst Shade with Distant World. Let's get right into this. Let's get into this goddamn good tunes.
Once again, we say hi to Nick the Rat.
Whoa. Well, that was a fun song right there. Welcome back, everybody. To Nick the Rat Radio, where I am your host, Nick the Rat, and we are going to be talking to the trees tonight, which sounds very pleasant, actually. So that's what I like about this show. It's usually a very more or less pleasant experience, unless somebody's running around with a gun shooting Bigfoot. Oh boy. So while I'm not doing the show, a lot of things come into my mind. The first thing that came into my mind are why do almond joys and mounds cost the same price? It's almond joy is mounds with peanuts on, with almonds on them. I mean, mounds don't have the almonds, but the almond joys have the almonds. But the almond joy is the mounds with the almonds. So you could buy almond joys and take the almonds off, and it's a mounds bar, isn't it? Am I missing something? This really was confusing me. So I'm like, why do they even make mounds? They should just be like, if you don't want almonds, just scrape them off. Wait, almond joys are milk chocolate and mounds is dark chocolate? Somebody in the chat is telling me this. The OG Spencer from Bowl After Bowl, smoking all them bowls. Okay. Well, maybe the dark chocolate costs more, and that's the same price as an almond. Fuck. Okay. Didn't know that. What's going on, Cryptic Davey? Well, man, I shouldn't be talking to people during the show over here. Yeah, I think you're wrong, Ducky. Okay. Let's get back to other questions that I have about reality in life. So, other questions that I have about reality in life here is, have you ever seen somebody call a woman or a lady a son of a bitch? That makes no sense to me. And also, why have we never heard somebody say daughter of a bitch? Like, maybe that should be like the new thing. Like, if you try to curse a lady out, you should be like, you're a daughter of a bitch. It doesn't roll off the tongue very well. Then again, maybe I just have an affinity for sons. One other thing I was thinking about as well, which this is the stuff that Nick the Rat's been thinking about. We're talking about plants, right? And I got really deep into this question in my own mind a little bit earlier, and then I kind of answered it myself. But then I don't think it's really a complete answer here. Animals need oxygen to survive. And plants need carbon dioxide to survive. Now, animals have, they take the oxygen in and they make the carbon dioxide, and the plants take the carbon dioxide in and they make the oxygen. So, did they both come to Earth at the same time? Would they just appear at the same time on the planet? I don't. These are things that I think about sometimes. But then I was like, oh, also carbon dioxide comes from burning of plants and fuels. So maybe, but then there had to been a fire before there was even plants. There had to been a tree on fire, and then the tree there. Somebody was trying to tell me that was the reason that proves God exists, and I said that's more of a reason that proves that we don't know a goddamn thing. Daughter of a bitch. But and I guess one more thing I could talk about before we get into more of the meat and potatoes of the show. No, I'm just gonna open the phone lines too. We're just gonna open the phone lines now. You know, this is gonna be a laid back show. If you want to give a call in right now, you could call me. Did I even open the phone lines? Yeah, I'm not ready for this show. I'm a professional rat, just not a very professional podcaster. Yeah, I did not open a super secret phone line service website.com. Let's put that in there. Let's open another one so I could turn it off at any given time. And let's turn... Do Not Disturb is now off. If you want to give a call in right now at 917-719-5923, you could give me a call right now and disrupt the whole flow of the god-darn show.
decided that you are not Unwork.
Like that person did. Oh man, when my ears... This is a problem with having ears like as big as me. They hit the mic. I need like blinders for my microphone in my ears or something. They just come in. They come in hot. I guess I got some more stuff that I could talk about that has nothing to do about talking to the trees right now. Star Trek came out with a new show. KevBot actually asked me this in the back channel. And even though KevBot's a filthy trash panda, I figured I'd answer this because I've talked a lot about Star Trek, and I've talked about my dislike for Discovery and Picard, and I thought I was gonna hate Lower Decks. Now don't get me wrong, I don't love it, but I do like it. I think it's a pretty good show. It's not that funny. There might be like one or two funny scenes throughout, but it's a well written show. Other than when they try to cram in references and they're like, "Oh, do you know Kirk? Do you know Spock? Do you know the Enterprise? Do you know?" Blah, blah, blah. That's it's very lowbrow communications there, people. Like, if they got rid of all that member berry shit, I think the show would be very, very good. But currently, I think it's way better than Discovery, and it's way better than Picard. I think those two shows could disappear and I wouldn't care at all. Actually, I wish they would, because it's just sad. But yeah, I think Lower Decks it's pretty good. So if you got a chance to watch that, you should watch that. And also there's the Lovecraft Country, which was also very good. I think so I saw the second episode, and it still kept me interested. So there's that. Okay, I got one final thing to talk about. Before we get into trees. Last Sunday, me and Illuminati did record the first podcast of what I think she wants to call... we're going to call it that. It's what it is. It's Origins of Things and Stuff. I think I'll be running the show after this episode is over on the stream, so you can watch that. We'll watch it live together. We talk about chemistry and alchemy and a whole bunch of other stuff. You know, it's episode 1. It's a little rough, but we're getting it together. We're getting it together. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'll run that after this episode, and you guys could tell me what you think about it. And we'll see what happens from there. But you know, we got plans to make it better, and we'll lube it up. That'll be a good thing. But let's go into another song now, because I've been ranting too long. You know, before we do a song, let's do another voicemail. 917-719-5923.
Hey Nick, I know you're there. I'm just sitting here in the middle of the Mississippi River, looking at the what do you call it? Milky Way galaxy. Thinking of you, wiener in hand. Toodles.
Milky Way galaxy needs some nuts on it, I think. Okay, let's go to a song over here. Let's listen to the song number 2 with A Mine Maxwell with Sunset Tree.
That
That was a lovely song. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Phone lines are open. You can give me a call at 917-719-5923. If they work, I don't know. Apparently the IRC chat doesn't work, but it does, and I don't know why it can't get there through the strep. Boppity boo, skibbity bop boppity boo boo. Hello.
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 Hello. How are you? This is your friend, your friendly neighborhood Illuminatia.
I don't think I ever met you before, but you sound a little depressed. Actually, are you okay?
Oh boy, did I have a night last night. I'm fine. I'm good. My power went off, and then an alarm went off all night, and yeah, it was just an alarm all night long, beeping, and it was hot. It's hot here right now. And no power, so no AC, nothing, no fans.
How are you calling the show?
Oh, the power's on now. This was last night, bro.
Oh.
Yeah. So I had to choose between sweating a lot or listening to beeping. And I chose to go onto my couch and just screw around because I couldn't sleep. There was nothing I could do. So finally the power came on at 4 a.m. this morning, and then I had to get up at 6. So.
Oh, wait, hold on. This is Illuminati. Okay, I thought you were somebody else for a second. I do know you. We did a whole podcast together recently.
Yeah, my voice is, when I'm tired, it's harder for me to talk. So, hey, I want to talk about trees. You want to talk about trees? Like,
that's what's going on tonight. We could talk about trees. I got some knowledge about it. Do you got some knowledge about trees?
Limited, but we can work off each other. You know, we're good at that. We say something, I say something.
Do you want me to start with my knowledge drop of knowledge?
Yeah, dude.
All right, so I was doing experimentations by watching YouTube. I mean, TED Talks, and there was this lady that was talking about how trees communicate through the soil by sending carbon back and forth between each other. And it's like, oh, you need some carbon? We'll give you some carbon. And then the other one's like, well, now I don't need it, but I'll give it to you. And they actually do communicate through the soil using, like, fungus.
Yeah, mycorrhizome. I think that's what it's called, rhizomes. I've heard about that. Yeah.
It's trippy. There's proof,
yeah,
scientific
it's
proof.
interesting. Yeah, it's actually kind of strange how there's a lot of like plants and obviously they can't talk, so they use chemical signals to let each other know what's going on.
Hey,
like
don't be a racist. Just because they don't talk like you and I are talking right now doesn't mean that they don't talk. It's very close-minded of you, Illuminatia.
Fuck, dude. I feel terrible now.
Yeah.
What have I done? I even heard, like, if one tree gets like some kind of like if it's got oh my god, if it got some kind of fungus or something, or something's going on with it, if it's sick, some kind of tree infection, the other trees will be like, yo bro, you're not getting my nutrients.
Whoa. And
then the infected tree's like, all right, I get it, I understand, guys, and kind of takes one for the team. That's what I heard.
Tree AIDS?
Out of my butt, but I've heard that once.
They kind of ostracize the tree from the community. That's pretty rough.
Well, he doesn't want to spread his germs, so.
And what really sucks about it too, because like, oh, say you're a tree and you get sick, and then like all the other trees around you, they're like, go fuck yourself, and then you're like, well, I can't really go fuck myself. I guess I'll just stand here and fuck myself. Well, I mean,
some trees they have, I don't know what the tree word for it is, but they have hermaphroditic qualities. They have both male and female reproductive parts on their limbs.
Actually, that's a good point. Like, how do trees even reproduce? It's not like they're like, I understand flowers with like pistons and stamens and clitorises and all that stuff that flowers have. But what do trees have? What, they grow nuts or something?
Yeah, well, I mean, so the fruit is just all it is basically a ripe ovary. So that's the female part. And then pollen is the male part.
So I got this here money tree in front of me, but this money tree, it doesn't have flowers or nuts or fruits, but you could clone it though.
Yeah, not all of them.
You could.
Yeah, I mean, they can reproduce sexually or asexually. Just basically all you do is, it depends on the species of the tree as far as I know. I'm not an expert though. This is all just shit that I remember from like other times. I don't know.
You're not an expert? I thought you told me you were an expert.
I think you must have misunderstood.
And since the power went out though last night, why didn't you go camping? I would have just been like, I'm gonna grab a tent and go pitch a tent in the backyard or something.
I have no backyard.
Yeah, I would have went into my neighbor's backyard and pitched a tent.
Okay. Although things being the way they are right now, I might have gotten shot. But
that's true. That's true.
yeah.
A lot of gun violence out there. It's scary.
Yeah, I've noticed that. It's gotten kind of nuts. So, but let's talk about trees. Trees don't carry guns.
They carry. Some of them have the flowers with the pistons. Trees got those chemicals in it that make people get high and stuff too. Well, not trees. I know grass does. We're getting to Joe Rogan territory here.
Oh yes, yeah. Some of them. Yeah, I don't know what it is. They got some hallucinogenic properties in some of these trees. It's kind of bizarre actually. And people, humans. There's a lot of people who died just eating shit. They're like, I wonder if this will kill me. Yum. That. And then they just keep doing that until things don't kill them. And then eventually like, whoa, I'm not dead, but I'm definitely not
feeling good
of this world. And then other people are like, holy fuck, that looks like it sucked. Let me try. And then they all start getting high. And then that's...
I used to always think like, why are people going around like chewing grass or smoking plants and all that stuff? But then I was starting to realize like, back in, 100, I'm sure you're only going to live to like being 20 anyway, and life probably sucked, so I guess I would go around eating everything that I saw. Probably also just hungry.
I mean, yeah. It's kind of nice that was all done for us.
I wonder what we're doing today for the people in the future. Like, it's going to be really, really cool, maybe. It's like, oh, those stupid people in 2020.
Oh, who knows? Maybe there's something profound that I'm missing. But,
yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good so far. I'm not too upset with the century I live in. The year I live in, this one sucks. This is pretty shitty year, but it's
it's interesting. I mean, it's the cycle of things. We're due for another mass hysterical time, and it'll taper down, and the cycle goes round and round.
Oh yeah, no, it's like the Enlightenment. I think we had this conversation recently. It reminds me of something.
Oh shit, that's right.
Do you know what I didn't check the notes yet. Do you know what next episode's going to be on yet?
The next, our episode of the origins of things and stuff.
Did you pick another topic yet? Because you're the showrunner here.
I've been doing a lot of research on the origins of alcohol consumption, where it all started.
I'm gonna like this one.
And who started it, and how they did it, and it's actually kind of interesting. I'll give you a quick little tidbit.
Ooh.
A
teaser.
It's interesting. Yeah, a teaser. It's interesting because ancient cultures that had no communication with each other whatsoever all developed their own ways of making booze.
Yeah.
What does that tell you about us, man? I'm going to go into a gene that we use, that produces an enzyme that we use, which makes us able to metabolize alcohol and why. It turns out all apes have this gene.
No, even like apes and stuff, they get drunk, don't they? They like climb trees and eat rotten fruit, and they all have parties. They like parties in the jungle. That jungle juice.
I mean, yeah, more or less, I guess. Yeah.
It's there seems to be a symbiotic relationship between Earth, and plants, and animals and stuff. It's we all
it's interesting because like originally, like even like early ass ancestors, what they say, this is their I forget what the anthropologist. There's a theory. I think it's the drunken monkey theory, saying that our ancestors, our early, ape-like ancestors, the reason why we developed this, it's called ADH4, alcohol dehydrogenase 4. And it breaks down the ethanol so that it's not poison to our bodies. And the reason why they think that we developed this is because when our very, very early ancestors found fermented fruit, and there was a lot of benefits to fermented fruit, and the ethanol that the yeast produces is actually harmful to other microbes, so it won't get them sick. It also has a bunch of different types of nutrients in it, and people eat probiotics. It's a form of probiotics, so you're introducing a lot of good stuff to your gut bacteria and stuff. So that's as far as I'm going because I'm going to ruin the whole show.
Yeah, you're just giving it all. You just don't give it all away over here. Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
It's weird. Like probiotics. Is there like a no biotics? Like a negative of biotics? There's a pro, but is there like a no?
There's an antibiotic.
Antibiotics.
Yeah.
There is an antibiotics? Oh yeah, there is antibiotics.
Take them when you're sick. They prescribe them to you when you got like strep throat and stuff.
I think I just like the word no biotics, but yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I mean, there are. I know. I was just fucking with you. There are natural forms of like antibacterial agents, like natural ones. I can't think of them off the top of my head. Garlic is a natural antimicrobial. It can battle yeast. What else? God, I don't remember. Anywho, maybe I can talk about that as well.
Oh, yeah, but we'll save that for Sunday. One other thing I wanted to bring up because I always kept forgetting to talk about this. I think I for the past 2 or 3 weeks I kept wanting to bring this up, but I don't think I ever have. Darwin, did you know? Well, as we were talking about like eating things, Darwin would eat the creatures he would study, and he was part of what they would call the Glutton Club.
What? I had no idea he did that. Okay, hold on.
Look this up. The Glutton Club. And Darwin would go around and he would write about how each of the animals that he ate. He like ate everything that he studied. He would eat bugs. He'd eat everything. Monkeys, turtles, everything. And
wow.
All the other scientists would also join this club, and it was called the Glutton Club. And I've been wanting to talk about this for the past 4 or 5 weeks, and I kept forgetting about it.
Okay, let's talk about it.
I think that was about it.
Oh, that was it? Oh. Yeah, I looked up oh, I'm glad you got it out.
Well, something to...
I'm looking at this website of explaining all that. I am actually very intrigued by this. The Glutton Club.
How long did Darwin live for? You think Darwin would have got a Darwin Award for eating everything? I'm sure he probably ate something that was poisonous.
He got his own award.
He's like, this is the Darwin Award.
I started my own award. I'm the first one to get it. Aha.
Darwin.
Little did he know.
Darwin's death age. Darwin. Let's just look up Darwin. Charles Darwin. He lived to be 80, around 80? Not 80. 73. That's pretty old for somebody in 1880s, in the 1800s.
It's not bad. Maybe all those animals gave him special powers. Maybe we should eat all the animals.
Maybe. He might still be alive running around somewhere. We don't even know.
Oh damn! Like Andy Kaufman. That was random. Anyway.
Possibly. You know what they don't talk about with Darwin though, but I think that might have happened, but nobody ever talks about it.
What's that?
Since we know about the Glutton Club now, I wonder if there was any other clubs that he might have started that we don't know about, like moistness clubs or something.
Moistness club. What would you do in a moistness club? Even saved.
Maybe we shouldn't even go there. Illuminati, I'm probably gonna. I gotta move on with the show here. Is there anything else you would like to say before I hang up on you?
Nah, just go ahead, hang up on me. You're not gonna let me finish.
Oh damn! I didn't hang up on you.
Oh, how'd you do that? Okay, well,
I pressed the wrong button over here. Where's the damn? There we go. Okay. Oof. That was rough. I almost shut the stream down or something here. Anyway, well, that was an interesting phone call. Hey, you could listen to us talk for longer about chemistry and alchemy after today's show. Also, there'll be more links involved soon. It's getting there. Well, anyway, let's talk about these trees, the origins of things and stuff. It's on YouTube. The website is not totally up yet. Professor Mr. K. Eblerman here. He sent me some clips here. Now let's just go through these notes he sent me here. Let me. He sent over. Let's see. I went out on a journey to find more life within nature that is all around us. Like, you know, he's got a point here. Like, there's so much life around us that we just take for granted. We like, oh, look, a rock, ooh, a tree, you know. But there's so much behind, so much history in these trees and these rocks, and they provide so much to what makes us what we are today. And he wanted to find out more. I guess before we find out more about that, though, we also have another call coming in. Let's see what this phone caller. Hello, caller.
Hey, what's up, Nick? It's Rick.
Hey, how you doing, Rick?
And I would like to talk to you, if I may, about trees.
That's what we're here for today.
I know. Yeah, I don't know if you know this. Just a little factoid because I love them. Do you know that the Druids, or most people believed that the trees, especially the oaks or the bridge, the roots were in the ground and their leaves and things went to the sky, and that it was a bridge between the earth and through the air into the celestial power in the heavens.
So it's kind of like the bonding of the earth and the heavens is the tree.
Yeah, with the air in the middle, and you have water, and I guess fire you could bring in, because fire, you can use fire, is like the idea of good or bad. You can use it to burn down a forest, or you can use it to, keep people warm when it's, like cold as fuck outside.
We do have a very good connection with these trees. It's also it's kind of if you look at like a plant cell and you have to look really close at it, there's different layers to it. And then when you zoom out and you look like at the earth as a cell, like the trees are kind of like an outer layer of a cell that kind of suck things and blow things.
I had this, because I'm totally blind, as you probably know, because you see me on Twitter. I had this crappy thing of a cell. It had like this little rubber ball in the middle, and it had like meaningless stuff, and it had this plastic dome on the outside that was supposed to represent the cell. And I remember in third grade, I was like, this is not what a cell looks like. I guarantee you this is not what a cell looks like. And they're like, well, you just have to pretend. I'm like, pretend? I want to know what the cell looks like. But when I was a little kid, there was this tree. I don't know if they put it up for in my front yard and in my first place, and it was this really spindly tree, and it had to be held up by these. I think it was a spruce tree or something, and it was held up by these two wooden blocks. And I used to go out and sit in front of it and talk to the thing, and I started to get energy from it. And then when I moved to my other house, like kids were scared. I could climb trees, and I could tell just by touching a branch whether it could hold me or not. And sometimes if I was up and I was climbing down, I could do it. I just felt the energy from the tree, and I was able to move through it. So I do believe that the trees have some form of communication. And, you were talking about carbon earlier. Maybe the carbon in our bodies, maybe the moisture helps with that, with the energy, because, if you're moving, that creates heat, and heat, turns matter to energy. I don't know. Have you had experience? Because I know you're a rat. Have you had experiences with trees there, Nick?
I've had a lot of experience with trees because I'm also an Aquarius, so I have a very deep bond with water, and trees are filled with water, and they're like giant straws in the floor. They're sucking up all these nutrients and water, and then pushing into the leaves, and then there's energy from the sun coming down. There's a lot of energy transfers going on in these. Ooh. And then sometimes when you're just there and you're just like looking at the tree, and you look at you feel it, and you see there's the whole thing's like wiggling. It's wiggles. You could feel it wiggling. There's so much energy within these things that they have to have.
Oh yeah.
There's so much more spirituality within a tree than we as a society give to the tree. God damn it.
I don't see. I'm not sure as I go with the whole horoscope, or the whole zodiac thing. I think the Chinese thing might be a little bit more accurate. I don't know. Like everybody, people can find what they want. Because for example, I'm a Taurus, and supposedly the people who are Tauruses, Tauri, are not supposed to be into energy. I'm imagining, so I guess but I just figure that energy is something that flows around the planet, and if you were to put everybody into a box and say this, it just doesn't make sense. Where I found energy. I've read a lot in the occult and things like that. By the way, I've never heard Illuminatia before. I know about her from No Agenda, and I just have to say, Illuminatia, just from hearing you are cool as hell.
She's very cool. That's why I did another podcast with her.
Yeah.
I was like, let's do this. Yeah.
Wait, there's another podcast?
Yeah. Origins of Things and Stuff. It's just starting out.
Is that also a live show, or is it just a podcast?
Oh, that is not live. We're not doing that one live. We maybe one day we'll do it live, but it's we'll see. It's a lot of work to do things live.
So
a little bit of live.
I think the trees are just they're. By the way, I don't know. Have you ever heard of a group? They were kind of this commune, and they did all kinds of really cool audio work. They were called ZBS Foundation.
Oh, I never heard of that.
It stands for Zero Bullshit. It was this guy. He started this really cool commune on this farm back in the 70s, and people would come in and out. He actually has some rare interviews of just people would come in and out. They get a lot of stuff, but he was very much into the idea of trees and all kinds of energy and things. But he's still around. He's 85 years old, and
Thomas
it's
Lopez.
just really cool stuff. Sorry, yeah. You have like Jack Flanders, Ruby the Galactic, Ruby the Adventures of a Galactic Gumshoe, just all kinds of weird stuff that I would recommend. Hey,
check this out. That's pretty cool.
Could I ask you one real quick question?
Yeah, but you have to do it slowly.
Okay. What is the IRC address? Okay. No, seriously. What is the IRC address to your IRC server? Because my screen reader does not seem to like your web interface.
Oh yeah, there's the issue with the web version right now. Anyway, but it's I think it's on Zero Node. Zero Node. ZERONODE. It's the same one No Agenda is on. And it's hashtag sewer chat.
Is there anything? Because I think on No Agenda chat, you have to like do something when you go in to like fill out something to be allowed to be a part of the channel. Is that the same thing with yours, or?
I don't think so. I think you could just join into it. There might be
Right,
there might be somebody gatekeeping it, but I don't think so.
Okay. Just again, zero chat node.
No, just Zero Node.
ZeroNode.com.
Let's see. If I don't know if you can get to it. You need like a IRC client. Do you have an IRC client?
Oh yeah,
installed?
I do. I do. I've been around since like 95, 96 online. So yeah, no.
So the server name is
Zero
Node. I don't think there's a .com or anything. And
you need. Well,
oh wait, irc.zeronode.net. Port 6667. There is no SSL.
That's your typical. Yeah, that's your typical thing. And sewer chat. All right, good. And I'll just come in as I don't know. Ligrix sounds stupid. I'll come up with something interesting. But yeah, because I wanted to be in there, and I finally found an accessible thing. But hey, remember the trees, are out there, but you always have to watch out for the elm trees because they're out to get you.
Oh man, I'm gonna have a nightmare on one of those now.
No, that's just what I've heard. I've heard the elm tree, oaks are fine, but elm trees you have to watch out for. That's what I've heard, but I've never encountered an elm tree, so I can't speak from personal experience. All right, man. Hey, it's been always fun talking to you, and I will text you later. Hey, I want to wave my hand to all you cats and kittens in this sewer chat.
We'll talk to you into the chat room soon then. All right. Have a good night.
Hey, I will. All right, man. Peace.
Oh, man. Once you feel the energy of a tree, you start climbing it. You get sucked into it. You could stand. They're majestic creatures. It's so sad that we just cut them down. I just want to say thank you for that call. That was great. I'll have to look into this elm versus oak tree thing now. But anyway, let's try to get back onto the story that Mr. K. Eblerman sent me over here. He's into dendrology. He went on a journey to find out more about living nature. We went through that. Life being mainly within trees, for those are my main lines of study. What? Okay, Mr. Keeblerman, or Eblerman, is not a very good writer here. There's been talk in dendrology circles about trees having memory, talking to each other, and trees talking to other trees, and other post-natural effects. Post-natural, that's weird. I made a device that I could hook up to a tree and would attempt to communicate with them. Oh yeah, he was telling me about this. He said, because this is pretty old, this recording actually. I don't know when it's from. I think it might be from like the early 80s. But he had like a microphone, and he adapted it to attach to a tree, and he did experiments. Let's see, the clip 1 here. The first iteration was mostly just a microphone, and then I'd tap on the tree using a twig or a branch. Recording 1 is just that experiment, and the result was so successful I attempted more iterations. In Tree Talk 1, he named it Tree Talk 1, you will hear me tapping 3 times. It's a very distinct sound. I did not hear what happened after that, but the recording picked it up. Recording picked up what sounds like it was tapping back. All right, now I did listen to these earlier, and I amplified after the clip is over. We'll listen to that after, but let's listen to the original clip right now. Now, he said he recorded this. He tapped, and then the recording picked up tapping back. He did not hear the tapping back when he was there in person, so it might be something like electromagnetical, or maybe you just have to be really close to the tree. But let's see what Tree Talk 1 is. Yeah, the recording one, it's a little rough. It's very hard to hear. It's an older recording system. It's not very great. But I'm going to I didn't mess with any of the sound here. You hear him tapping 3 times at the start, and then you wait a little while, and you hear the tap back. But let's listen to the amplified version here. Now I just raised it. I just raised the sound. I didn't add any special effects or anything. I think I think the recording is just, it just starts off the same, but then I amplify it after. So let's listen to it again here. Here we go. Now I even do a louder thing, because it sounds like when he taps on the tree, those taps go into the earth, and then the earth is sending it back out or something to me. That's how I hear it. I don't know what is actually happening. He doesn't really. Yeah, you can definitely hear it here. Did I even make it louder? Off. I made it louder. Okay, here you go. If it's too loud, I'm sorry. He doesn't really give an explanation about much after that, but yeah, that's the amped up version of that clip there. He does have more clips. He gets more involved with the technology he uses. I think actually some of the clips you could actually hear him talking about. But yeah, these clips are kind of old. Trees, man, they're crazy. Okay, let's get into more music over here. Let's listen to Alex Cream with Behind the Gate. We'll be back with more Nick the Rat. Oh, it's Midnight in the Sewers, everybody.
And in the morning to Nick the Rat, the sewer man.
Well, looks like Rick just entered the chat. That's nice. Hey, everybody. Back to Nick the Rat Radio. We are discussing trees, talking to people. They make houses for people, too. There's things living in the trees. It's just like, all bodies are host to other bodies, or host to other bodies, or host to other bodies. It's like, it's a fractal. It's a fractal. It's a never-ending... the more you look into the darkness, the more the darkness looks into you. See, it's weird because, like, you're one creature. You're a certain size. Then you look at something that's really small. And you might be like, whoa, well, I'm one big motherfucker. And then you're looking down at that one little thing, but that one little thing that's looking back up at you might be like millions of other things looking back at you. Now, even though you're big and they're small, there's more of them than you. It's a little bit crazy there. You know who there's only one of? This caller. Caller, you are on the air.
Oh, hey, hello from Spearfish. This is Stillwater.
Hey, how you doing, Stillwater? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. I've just been really, really, really busy.
I can tell by the sound of your voice. You sound pretty tired.
Yeah. Oh man, I've been getting up earlier and I've been working more hours and stuff, and it's because like South Dakota overall has been busier, and I'm a cook, so yeah.
You were mentioning that whole motorcycle thing was happening down in South Dakota too, wasn't there? Like that giant meeting of the bikers.
Yeah. The Sturgis rally that happened a couple weeks ago.
Are they gone or are they still hanging around there?
It's officially over, but I still see bikers, they're floating around.
Wow, flying bikes. 2020 is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I'm not really shocked by much, 2020, it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Yeah, so you've been talking to trees, huh?
Oh, well, spiritually. But Dr. K. Ebler has recordings of the trees that we've been listening to. I have never spoken to one directly other than spiritually, but he's spoken to them directly. He's got physical proof.
Yeah, well, if you take enough magical mushrooms, you can talk to anything.
Well, yeah. Once you get into that microbial, cerebral, the mushroom network,
Yeah.
These shrooms, maybe these shrooms have to do more about it than other stuff.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But yeah, and like the kind of the cool part about the areas where I live, there's right like the Black Hills.
Yeah.
Now, to the Lakota people, that is where the great spirit Wankantanka resides. And that's why I was very, like the Lakota would never live in the Black Hills, but that's where they would go to have their spirit journey. They'd go by themselves as a rite of passage into manhood. And they would just survive in the Black Hills just to see if they could survive where the Great Spirit resides. And it's like they would commune with all of nature. It was trees for sure, but it was also like the little rivers and the little creeks and things like that, and the stone itself.
Everything.
Yeah.
It all comes together. It
all comes together.
We are one, and we all come together. It's kind of gross if you think about it, but there's like space, and then there's the insides and the outsides. There's all this stuff.
Yeah,
coming together. But sometimes you don't want something there either. Like there's like evil out there.
Yeah, there are cosmic horrors afoot. And yeah, you kind of said it before, but the actual Nietzsche quote is, If you stare long into the abyss stares into you.
Oh, okay. I thought I had. I thought I
Yeah.
had perfect. Sometimes there's a lot in my head.
Yeah, but and if you go back to Buddhism, the Buddha says that if you stare at the ugliness of the world, if you focus on that it starts to sort of make your outlook kind of ugly. But if you set your eyes on the beautiful things in the world and seek out the beauty and the love that's around you, and that's what you're going to find, and that's going to be the energy that you put out.
Now, didn't Buddha?
And so
didn't Buddha sit under a tree?
Yeah, he sat under a Bodhi tree.
Are you just lying about Bodhi tree? No, it was a Bodhi tree. Look
at that. I don't
that.
know what a Bodhi tree is. I've never seen one.
I know, what the fuck. A Bodhi tree just sounds like a surfer. It sounds like, hey, bro, I'm gonna go surfing. My name's Bodhi.
I'm a Bodhi tree, bro.
Let's go rob a bank and go skydiving. No, yeah, the Bodhi tree is pretty big. Look at that motherfucker. That's pretty intense tree.
Oh, wow, dude.
It looks like a whole bunch of trees that were mashed together by cosmic horrors, actually. It's like a Freddy Krueger tree. It's kind of creepy. Ugh.
It's kind of like if an ant colony were a tree.
Yeah. They should have called it a Brody tree or a Grody tree or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Have you ever climbed a tree?
Have I ever talked to a tree?
No, climbed a tree. The skin on tree.
Oh, plenty of them, yeah. There's lots of trees out here. We had there was an oak tree that we made a tree house in.
You made a tree house? I'm fucking jealous.
Yeah. Oh, I know, it's great. Yeah, my brother fell out of it and broke his arm. It was a whole thing. Yeah, a lot of memories there.
Oh, man. You guys, I guess you weren't insured or had proper construction documentation.
Oh, no. We were just... like, the way that human children work is when we're children, we're stupid.
Oh, well,
Yeah. I mean... honestly, I can still be pretty stupid now if you dare me to.
Do you know what's really weird about tree houses now I'm thinking about it?
What's that?
What was your tree house made out of?
Oh, it was plexiglass.
Oh.
Nah, I'm just kidding. It was wood.
There you go. See, it's... Now, is it a tree house because it's made of wood? Or is it a tree house because it's in a tree?
Well, yeah, I mean, okay, it's kind of like when you're a kid, you just want to build forts, and you can do whatever you can with it, because like there was a lot of like forested areas,
yeah.
And as kids, I lived out where there's a bunch of like farmers and ranchers and stuff, and so we'd be playing out in the woods all the time, and we would just use whatever was around to make little forts and stuff like that, And then sometimes it would get pretty elaborate. We'd have like pulleys and ropes, and we'd make like little drawbridges and ladders that we could pull up so that no one could get at us, even though no one was trying to get at us because, sparsely populated around here.
You want to know a secret?
What's the secret?
They were trying to get at you. Okay, I'll let him sleep tonight, feeling good about everything. He should be okay. We also have we have people to thank, but we're going to do that in the next segment. Let's go back to Professor K. Eblerman here. We got more clips from him to play. Let's see, clip number 2, Tree Talk 2. When he got home and listened to that, he realized that he hit something. He said he nailed something right in the wood. He was like, this is something. I have to go back and do it again. So in the woods of Pennsylvania, he went back. He He couldn't find the same tree he did that first experiment on, but he did it on another tree and it worked. And this is that clip. I don't remember what this is, but apparently he did the same. Are we going to listen to the same thing? I don't know. Let's see.
Tap it on tree. Test Dave.
You could even hear Professor K. Elerman here. He's
Tap it on tree. Test Dave.
Tap it on tree. Test 2? Test tree? This one is just like test 1. Alright, I think I gotta raise this one up too. That's a little bit quiet. Like his recording equipment whenever this was taken wasn't so great. Let's try to. Oh, that's the okay. Let's now have to amplify it. Can I do that easily? There we go. It does sound like it's coming from like a whole nother dimension. This is weird. Enhance. Okay, let's enhance better. Can we do even better? Let's see what this is. Maximum enhancement. Holy shit! This is just from tapping on a tree? Oh my god, I can't see what else. Tree farts? Not really? That's what you think that sounds like? Tree fart? That sounds like it sounds like when we tap on a tree, it's like a ripple in time coming back. Yeah, that's definitely what it sounds like there, Drax. Or Slacker, or I don't know who's talking in the chat room. Either way, oh my god. 917-719-5923.
Nick, it's going straight to voicemail. I've got another tale from the river.
Oh shit. Is this it?
Ew, that's a hairy fart.
Hold the phone, everyone. I think my wife just developed a new product. Right here on the Dark Sewer Network, we're gonna offer you a toupee for your turd. Yes, that's right, a turd toupee. And it's only going to be super low price of $69.69 right here on the Dark Sewer Network. Support Nick the Rat here today and get your very own high quality outsourced toupee for your turd so that you too can have a hairy fart.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Not everybody can come up with such a good idea like your wife just did. You can also mix the corn with the tortilla.
No, we're not doing that. Get back over there in your corner. Darn little critter, start selling you insurance. Now let's all band together and support Nick the Rat and get that toupee for your turd. Don't worry, we've got some extra spirit gum, so after you crumb that sucker up, that toupee will stick on there, and it will be a forever hairy fart.
Nick the Rat. I don't want to tell you who I am, but this is just for anonymity. There's a woodpecker that or a pecker wood.
Pecker wood.
That just it went in. It made a hole.
By
made a hole
pecking
into
wood.
the tree. Peck that wood. That woodpecker. And it made.
All holes matter.
It created a hole. A big hole. And it put its behind. Dare I say, it's behind into this hole, and made itself its home into this tree, this beautiful birch tree, and now it is one. This pecker wood is one with the tree. And it hears what the tree hears, and the tree hears what the pecker wood hears.
Climb into a hole. Be one with a tree.
Hashtag all holes matter.
Hashtag back that hole up.
Hashtag what came first, the pecker wood or the hole? It's got me thinking now. Like if there was no wood for the pecker, would there be a hole? And without the story, would there be a hog? Or do you need the hog for the story? Hog stories. Peckerwood. Peckerwood hog story. Story hogs wood pecker. I think I'm onto something here. Hogwood pecker story? Makes sense to me. It makes sense to me, and that's all that matters. All right, we're going to listen to another song over here, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about donations, because we live in a nation of dough. And you know, I've seen that movie WALL-E. Okay, Davis Clark with Movement. I'm about to have a movement in a minute. Well, that song wasn't long enough for me to make a drink for tequila. And we're back. Nick the Rat. And this show is sponsored by viewers like you. What the hell is this? Google Podcast. Any idea why Google Podcast doesn't have shows after episode 215? Google Play Music still gets the feed updates, but it's shutting down in October. Hashtag Seward. Bye now. Fuck Google. Fuck Facebook. Fuck YouTube. Fuck them all. Even if they are good services, they're still shit. Google likes to make a great product and then they just kill it a week later. And then they come out with some bullshit. They've been they added mid ad rolls on a lot of people's videos. Actually, everybody's videos recently. So if you're there's like a bunch of skeletons on horses on this tequila bottle, but I don't have the bottle next to me, and I forgot the name because they didn't have El Jimador, which is my cheap go-to. Just fuck them. You know, if you really want to have your videos on the internet, you could host them yourself. You could have a website. I've got some cartoons that I've hosted on my own site. Is the video, you know, whatever. It's not like, oh, there's not a community involved and all that. Social media is it's fucking evil anyway. It's goddamn disgusting because it's not even really social. It's like you might think you're talking to Nick the Rat, but it turns out it's somebody else claiming to be Nick the Rat. And I don't know. I'm going off on a tangent over here, but thank you for that email product. Thank you for that email. Let me take a sip of this drink here. I'm just mad. I am mad. I'm hating it. Let's see. PayPal. Most of my donations come through PayPal. I guess you could also donate through Twitch. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can go to twitch.tv/NickTheRat and give me free money. That's always nice. Let's see. Let's go through our donations for the week. We did not get any P.O. Box mail. I think I remember it by heart now. I think it's 9542. Fuck. Yeah, I think it is. I think that is what it is. It might be Cazadores. Let's see what the bottle looks like here. No, that's not the bottle. That looks... Actually, you know what? I think there was a deer on the bottle too, because I bought 2 bottles of tequila. And let's not talk about how much tequila I've been buying lately. Let's talk about tequila. Let's talk about... Where's my website? Nick@nicktherat.com, right? No, it's just nicktherat.com. Yeah, if you go to nicktherat.com, you can find pretty much everything there. Donate. No, it's under social, my P.O. Box. Yeah, I was right. P.O. Box 9549, Brooklyn, New York, 11209. It's under social, it's not under donate. Now let's go through the donations. We have MA, the amazing MA. I only say initials because I don't know if people want me to say their name, but MA, you know who you are. With $420 million. I'm quitting podcasting. I'm going into another dimension where I could be a wolf. Let's see, we have LCI, See, this one's like it's like a business though. I should find out what this one is. You know what? Let's do a little research right here. Just see. Because I like a lot of businesses out there. I like Hollow Books. I like Lavender Blossoms. Maybe I do like this one, and I just don't even know. So I should probably do this at another time. But let's see here. Did I spell that wrong? Is this even a thing anymore? L. Yeah, I have to do more research, or I just can't spell. I don't even know if I'm typing this right. But LC Inc. You know who you are. $420 billion. That's only a little bit more than MA, the last one. But thank you so much for both of your donations. You are both amazing. Let's see. We could also have JF. 6666696969. It's a lot of sixes and a lot of nines there. For some reason, that number makes me think of Hog Story, though. Hogstory.net. I think they go live Mondays and maybe even like Friday and Saturdays. They're live all the time. I think they're probably live right now. Hogstory.net. Great podcast there. You can learn all about music and news. Actually, both John and Carol are both very musically inclined. It's when they were hanging out in person, that must have been great. They must have been like playing flutes and drums together. We got MY with 420. Thank you, MY. MY has been around for a while. I just want to say thank you so much to MY. We have Free Hollow Books. I know that they like when they get promoted on my show, so I will say their names with 420. Thank you so much, Free Hollow. If you want to hide something in a book, you know where to go. Go to freehollowbooks.com. We have DV with 42 Izzy. Thank you so much, DV. You've been around for a while as well. Thank you. We have a newcomer, VM. A lot of V's. We got VM with 420. Thank you so much, VM. Welcome aboard the sewer tube. And that's it. Those are all the donations for this week, which is amazing. I just want to say thank you so much. I love seeing donations come through. I love getting stuff in the P.O. box as well. And I love regular old emails and Gas Blast. Did I have any other Gas Blast? I think I did. You could just email me, nick@nicktherat.com, and I will enjoy that. If you put Gas Blast in there, I'll read it on the air. We have a few Gas Blasts. I think I might have missed some last week. Let's go through these pretty quick. Hey, Nick, my girlfriend loves your show. In fact, she loves it so much that the only time she gives me lovin' is when your show is on. She says your goofy voice, patchy beard, skinny fat body, and jank-ass rat ears really does it for her. I just wish your show was on more than twice a year. Well, thank you for that. We have another Gas Blast here. Why does Nugs sound like Beetlejuice? Are they related? They might be. If you say Nugs 3 times, he will come to your door with a Colt 45. I'd watch out. Don't do it. Let's see, another Gas Blast here. What special powers do you have to help stop the insanity? Mike Judge, Space Ghost, Coast to Coast. Thanks, Mike. I don't know if I read that right. My special powers to stop insanity is usually long walks, showers, or baths, or sleep. Those are my go-tos. If that's what you were trying to say, I don't know. I really don't know what that email was. Okay, let's see here. Should we read more Gas Blast here? Let's read one more Gas Blast, then get back to the show here. Gas Blast. Zindu farts smell like a regurgitated diaper and Cheetos. I wonder if that person's hanging out with the... Alright, let's... Where are we in the show over here? What did we just do? We did Tree Talk 2? Let's see here. Let me just do some math before, so I can do the show properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let's listen to a song. We're gonna play a song really quick. Actually, it's gonna be a little bit long. I don't know. We got Salvatore Sinatra with Revere. We'll be back with more Nick the Rat. We have more Tree Talk.
Yeah, motherfucker. I thought I told you one time, I'll tell you 16 times. Stop blasting that monkey bullshit up from the sewer. You're trampling my HS signal down in Mexico. I can't get my slave labor coats made. I can't get my signal down there because trampling my motherfucking signal. I can hear that shit coming up to my...
Get that feeling of deja vu?
Baronet of the Pugner, $200 last. This is all we got today. Again, slow day. Patrick Baronet of the Pugner Order. Nick the Rat Radio is amazing.
Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. All this music, you can find it on SoundCloud / Nick the Rat / likes, or just go to nicktherat.com or nicktheratradio.com, or hug a tree, cut a little hole in a tree, and whisper into it, Nick the Rat, Nick the Rat. And you'll get a list of all the music ever played on this show ever. There's a lot of fucking music that's in that catalog. We've been doing this for a long time here. Oh, man. Ain't nothing like some seltzer and tequila. That's what I'm talking about. I like it raw. Ooh, baby. Anyway, we're back to Nick the Rat. We are talking to trees. We're discussing trees. Now, I have my old friend, Professor Mr. K. Eblerman, sent me some clips from, I think it was like the 80s in Pennsylvania, about his experiments he did with trees. Now, this next experiment, he did what I just mentioned here. He says in this note, attached to Tree Talk 3, now I attempted to see what would happen if I bore a hole in the tree and put the mic inside and listened for a little bit. This is when things got very odd. I really wish I'd marked the location of all these trees, but sadly I didn't. This all took place in the woods of eastern Pennsylvania. It almost sounds as if there was a workshop in there, or maybe a sex dungeon. Well, God... Daughter of a bitch there, Professor Mr. K. Eblerman. That's a swing. That's a big old swing. All right, I think I'm ready to listen to this. Is everybody out there ready? Okay, we're ready. We're all ready. Tree Talk, number 3.
Tree bar hole, test 1. Up and in she goes.
Sounds like salad fingers. Oh, God. I hear it. Oh, that's creepy. Ah! What happened at the end there? Did you thing get cut off or something? Let's see if I can amplify this here. Okay, we're gonna play this again and try to amplify it. He sounds like salad fingers. That's weird.
Tree bar hole, test 1. Up and in she goes.
Okay, let's skip to the good part. Okay, let's try to boost this. Ah! It sounds like there might be, like, people down there. Oh, that's sanding. I hear sanding. Maybe I can amplify it. Ah, let me amplify it some more. This is in the tree. It sounds like there's... Okay. I don't want to jump to any conclusions here. But it does sound like there might be some sort of factory going on in this tree. I've heard stories that tree spirits, you could know which tree has more spirits in it if they have like eyes on the tree. Like if you ever look at a tree bark and you see like a face, it could have multiple faces, meaning there's multiple spirits. But if you see like a face or an eye on a tree, it's usually inhabited by spirits. Now this tree that he bore into and put the microphone into, and he heard those sounds inside of, I'm going to say that there was multiple faces multiple eyes, multiple spirits inside there. Because I've heard there was. It sounded like there was a community going on there. It's a wormhole that leads to Santa's workshop. Could be. I also heard stories about trees being portals to other dimensions. Now, Rick earlier was mentioning how a tree is like a barrier between the earth and the sky and the heavens. Now, it could be like a networked system. You know, just because we have computers and internet that work on electric pulses and electrons, and even if that cuts out and makes you sweat throughout the night and you hear beeping, maybe there's another network, like a more natural network. Maybe in the future, they'll look back to us today and be like, oh, those silly people in the year 2000, they used electricity to talk to each other, when there's actually a more natural way to do it through wood. Now, I know when I was growing up, I tried to talk to many people using my own wood, but it didn't work very well. And I've gotten more responses using electricity. But maybe I just wasn't doing it right. Probably wasn't doing it right. Do we have any more voicemails? 917-719-5923. It looks like we have a couple of voicemails here. Let's play a couple of them now.
They're carnivorous fish. I mean, they got big old sharp teeth and all that shit. They almost look like piranha teeth, but it's called a sauger. Shit, I can't tell. I want to say the eyes are on the top of their head. They're a bottom fish, but they come up in the wintertime. I'm not sure what. Oh, shit.
I guess that was about fish. I don't know.
Oh my! I'm sorry. I got Cheetos stuck in my teeth. Something about living in New York. I just wanted to know, Nick. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me I was gonna burn?
What?
When I pee.
Whoa.
Every time I piss, it burns. And when my pee, it burns when I pee, Nick. I want to know what's going on.
I'm just going to end the phone call there. If you got personal problems, you can give me a call at 917-719-5923. But if I caused any burning with your urination, please don't call me. Diane, can you change my number? We're going to move again, okay? Just get on that. Thank you. Okay, yeah, you're looking great tonight. You're looking amazing. Maybe you can make me some coffee and pie? This tequila is getting to me. Okay, we're going to 917-719-5923.
Nick, what's up? How you going, mate? Oh, Jesus fucking grouse out here. And oh, wait, okay, never mind. That's not who I am. Rewind the tape. Hey, Nick, what's up? It's Rick.
Oh.
And, hey, waving my hand at the sewer chat people. Two things. One, I lost the bookmark because I was moving stuff around, and I want to get it again, and I can't get your thing to go through WinOut. The other thing is, I think we need to remember an old site that's been around, useless as it is. Sites come, sites go.
They do. Remember,
but we'll always
Style
apparently
Project?
have spam radio. That's right, spamradio.com. Now, trivia question for all of you. Do you know what voice synthesizer is being used on spamradio.com? I can't even do it. It sounds so horrible.
Spam radio.
After a message from the sewer chat, oh wait, there are no commercials. I'll tell you, your useless factoid of the week. The voice synthesizer they use is a voice synthesizer called Festival. And if you want to create horrible sounds with it, you can go to nvda-project.org, download the NVDA screen reader. There are some really bad voices there, and one of them is Festival. I don't know why you want to do it, but there you go. I'm full of useless information because I've been going through a whole bunch of useful information over the past few days, and I just had to think about something. So I went to scramradio.com. Anyway, if I was you, I'd watch out, because I'm going to fucking come over there, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I need sleep, but I want to stay up and listen to your fine show. Bye!
GC went from Judge Dredd to Nick the Rat.
He's not lonely, Pico. He's just a little bit off in his head.
To the Joker. Let's see what we got here. Spam radio. What is this?
Genuine Swiss-made Rolex replicas are as close to the real thing as a replica watch can be.
This does sound horrible.
Sometimes even the professional jewelers are unable to tell the difference.
That's pretty bad there. That's no, I do not want the festival talk. I'll pass. But thank you for the call. The voicemail was definitely better than spam radio. 917-719-5923.
I am Groot.
Oh. 917-719-5923.
Oh, yeah. This is Zindu's brother, Buanish. And I'm just thinking about trees. Your tree, and very specifically, you know, the tree, the only tree in your little rat forest. Yeah, me, Buanish, is thinking about your tree. I want to talk to it. Just want to open up my mouth and talk to it.
Whoa.
This is Buanish.
It's funny, Google Translate says this is Bonnie. Wanish? I didn't know Zindu had a brother. There's only one Oktarian on Earth. You must have been calling from Oktar. That's must be an expensive call. That's fine, you know, whatever. It's actually not almost. It is 1 a.m. in Brooklyn, New York. New York City is... There's so many news articles about New York City falling apart, and then there's so many celebrities that live here that are like, you know, it's not falling apart. And they're both right. It is falling apart. There's like nobody shopping here anymore. There's no fucking tourism going on anymore, so there's no people on Canal Street buying fake bags. There's nobody going to the giant department stores buying anything there either. We are on a decline. And it might be a good one. It might flush out the turds. All the turds might get flushed out. I'm sure not enough turds will get flushed out. And I'm sure, you know, things will go back to normal sooner or later. Whatever normal the fuck is. What is normal? I don't know what normal is. Is normal spam radio?
From the real Rolex watch. All genuine Swiss Rolex replicas should have the following. Full 1-year warranty. Like a genuine Rolex watch, if the retailer does not offer this, do not purchase from them.
Yeah, don't get those fake ass Rolex watch. I do hope marijuana becomes legal here, though. I hope that's the big change. I hope after all this shit's said and done, I hope there's tons of pot cafes that show up. Or just more relaxed fucking shit. Don't be so anal. Oh, that guy's drinking a beer on the street. You know, relax. Maybe have some more bathrooms. Public bathrooms. Open area invisible public bathrooms. It'd be great for everybody. Instead of having like, you ever see like you're walking down the street and there's like this kid, like there's like a mom, and they have their kid pissing on somebody's car because there's no bathroom, and a kid's not going to be able to contain themselves. They gotta fucking pee, and it's either going to be in their pants and they're going to be very upset, or the parent is going to make the kid pee on a car. Now, when that happens, it's totally legal and fine. But say you're an adult and you're having an accident and you need to use the bathroom. Why aren't there more public restrooms? And it doesn't have to be like a fucking restroom, because in a restroom you could do this. There's going to be people. There's a lot of issues out there. I'm done. Make marijuana legal. 917-719-592. No, we're going to play a song now. We got Raffia, Oh Say Can You See?
Can you see my stars? The nighttime is almost ours to wander through alleys and look at the bars. Nighttime is almost ours. Lights from passing cars.
I need that hot steam.
They illuminate my face, then leave me the dark.
Directly in my skull cave.
The voice of Nirvana says, come as you are, and I will. The nighttime is almost the sway of the years, day and ours, will cradle you from afar. They swing till you're tired and send you to Mars. Nighttime is almost ours.
No Agenda listeners should go check it out if they haven't figured out the meaning of life. No jingles, no karma.
Okay. Well, that's it then.
Just the play. Yeah, that's it. Plug for Nick the Rat. That's how it ends.
There you go. That's our donation segment. Hey, we do have to keep the show working.
It's true. Let's get the show rolling. 11, we started 11, 12, 1. We're already like 2 hours in, everybody. We could speed this up. Let's speed this up. Let's go hyperspeed. Let's go plaid. Let's read a gas blast. If you email nick@nicktherat.com with gas blast, I will read it. We have this one that just came in. This is hot. It's fresh. It's stinky. Sultan of Soy. Is it true that if you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band? Might be true. I don't know. I've never been to Texas. I'd like to visit. All right, back to Dr. Professor Mr. K. Eblerman. We're up to number 4. All right, so now he was hooked. He added an oscillating electromagnetic pulse radar attachment to see if there was any other type of detections possible within the wood. This is also a different tree in the woods of eastern Pennsylvania. The mic also has a light recording sensor on it now, as well, to pick up any sort of extra dimensional radiation not picked up by the mic's audio. This test went how I expected it. I sent pulses in it at 33 megahertz, and we did get a response. Listen for yourself. It sort of sounds like it was trying to communicate with us, but I have no idea what form it is. I will let you draw your own conclusions. Whoa. All right, well, let's see here. 33 megahertz. Electromagnetic radiation oscillating at a right angle, perpendicular to the tree. Light recording sensors on the mic. Let's see what this sounds like here. We're up to Tree Talk number 4.
Using the electro oscilloscope magnifying device that I created. Test 4, test 1, part A. And now, we write.
It did sort of sound like there was something being coming back there. See if I can boost this.
Using the
See if I can boost it.
oscilloscope magnifying device that I created. Test 4, test 1, part A. And now, we write.
It kind of sounds like Morse code. That's it. I like that 33 though, the 33 hertz there. I don't know if anybody knows Morse code. If you could let me know what that might have said, that'd be great. Can I generate a 33 hertz sine wave right here? Let's try this out. Oh, that's nice. like that. Hold on, let me see if I could... Can I generate something louder than that? That just made my intestines shake. Okay, here we go. This is going to be even louder. Let's do this 33 right here. 33 hertz. Go. Ah. Oh, wow. I felt that deep in my like nasal cavity actually. That was intense. Sorry about your roommates there, Ducky. What's the LFO? Low frequency odors? That's probably what it means. Pardon me. That's number 4. Let's get that out of there. We'll be, maybe we should play an advertisement really quick. It's probably a time for an advertisement. We're going to be right back with more Nick the Rat Radio in a little bit of time. I just have to make some more money because let's just say that the donations are way up, but God, I love money. Do you know toilet paper? I don't even know what that stuff is anymore. I use quarters to wipe my ass. You might be like, oh, quarters, that probably hurts. Yeah, but I'm rich, okay? I'm not going to go around wiping my butt with paper. Ugh. So do users give other users camera, or is it Nick the Rat's choice? The only camera is on me and the money tree right now. Let's play this advertisement, and we'll be right back with more Nick the Rat Radio. What is this one? I don't remember this one. This is Diane. Do you have the yoga mat in the all right. Yeah, get that out. I want to see it. I'm gonna run the ad for it, but I want to try it out. Okay.
Would you like to do yoga? It's the hot new fad. Everybody's doing it. Well, why don't you impress your yoga buddies and do it in style with a dark sewer yoga mat? Yes, you heard me, a dark sewer yoga mat. You could do yoga with the best of them, using compressed newspapers from the darkest of sewers. Sewer scientists have found the proper thickness of mat perfect for your ass. Bend over and show the world how you could do it. Be one with the sewer today. Get yourself a dark sewer yoga mat. It's great. It's a great yoga mat. You could be getting one for $69.99. Please do some downward rats. On the streets, wherever you are, grab your mat, put it on the floor. It's made of newspaper, 100% biodegradable, partially edible. You could have one today. $69.99. Give us a call, 917-719-5923. You know you want to. You know you need this yoga mat. If you don't, I'm going to come to your house and I might break your legs of everybody around inside your house. Thank you. Bye.
Worried the government is snooping on you? Scared they might find out you're a commie? Fearful they'll know you're into bestiality? Fear no longer. First, the Dark Sewer Network provided you with their top of the line antivirus software. And now they're offering you their top of the line VPN service. DSN VPN is the only way you'll know you're safe while searching for bomb schematics. Ever wanted to learn how to get away with murder? Now do it confidently with DSN VPN. Sick of the FBI knocking on your door while you're looking for underage Klingon twink porn? Now you can come without your nerves messing up your stroke. You can now join raids with 4chan and get some noob squatted in complete privacy. For only $69.99, you can have a year-long subscription to the best VPN service ever conceived. The Dark Sewer Network have been running lines and servers through the sewers for the past 10 years, and they are finally ready to go, go, go. Stop being a sucker and join today.
For service, please call 917-719-5923 and leave a voicemail describing the disgusting stuff you searched for on the internet. Either DSN or FBI might call you back to discuss options in your neighborhood.
Caller.
Sounds very kismet.
Caller, it's Twin Peaks music.
This is majestic music.
You ever watch Twin Peaks?
Oh, nothing. Yeah, only like the first season. I failed because I'm an idiot.
You're an idiot. You're not an idiot.
No, because I do that all the time. Like good shows, I like the first season I watch and then I bail, and like everybody's like, "Did you watch the whole season?" And I'm like, "No, I only watched the first season." They're like, "Oh my god, how could you do that?"
Time is limited these days. It's very hard to stick with something that's more than a season. And also, it's a weird show. What TV have you been watching though? Have you ever sat through like a whole show that's more than 2 seasons long?
Oh yeah, many. Many.
What's your like favorite thing to watch? It's not Twin Peaks, I guess.
No. You know what? Like I go more for like the comedy shows. Like I've sat through more seasons of Letterkenny than I have anything else.
Oh man, Letterkenny! I gotta watch that actually. Like that's kind of like a show that I've only seen one season of. I had to watch more of it, but I've only seen one season of it.
Being from Michigan and like being right across the border from Ontario, you get a lot of you understand a lot of the phrases that they use inside of it, and you're like, how the hell do I understand that? I'm not Canadian, but you do because you're Midwestern, Northwestern. So
when somebody first showed that to me, I was
like,
show, though. I was like, this is not gonna be that good. And then I watched, I was like, this is good. I was like,
I can't get into. You know what? I've gotten into different Star Treks, and then I've like faded out of them because I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just like I'll get into it for like 5 or 6 episodes, and then I'm like checking out for some reason.
I love all Star. I watched Star Trek from TOS till whatever's now, like straight through.
Okay.
I'm addicted to it. It's a thing.
Do you watch like Doctor Who too?
The funny thing is, when I was getting into Star Trek, I only saw like 1 or 2 episodes, and I was like, I got to start from the start. So I started from the original series, and then I started there. And then I was like, I heard Doctor Who is good. So then I tried to start watching Doctor Who from the first episode, and I just couldn't watch that original stuff.
No, it's hard to watch because it was like on PBS here originally, and it was like interesting back then. But that goes back to when I was like probably 7, 8 years old or so when they show it on PBS.
I love David Tennant though. I think that's his name. So I'd probably really enjoy that season. Did he only do a season? I don't even know.
I think he did. It might have been 2.
But yeah, I like David Tennant. I got a little male boner for that dude. He's cool. I think actually I tried to watch one of the newer ones, but like the guy looks like that chef. Who's the guy that's like, "You are a fucking donkey"?
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, there's a Doctor Who character that looks like Gordon Ramsay sort of.
Gordon Ramsay. Yeah.
Actually, now I want to see Gordon Ramsay being Doctor Who. That'd be great.
I just like enjoy Gordon Ramsay on like the kitchen environment when he's like accosting people.
Oh, yeah. He's good. He had 4 seasons. Tunnel Rat says, "Holy crap!"
He's got some crazy show now where he's like goes out and does all these like adventures like out in like the outback and the Sahara, and he does all these crazy. He's jumping out of planes and shit like that.
Really, Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah. He does this. I don't know if it might not be recent, but it's a show that's out there that I've seen it as. Because his latest stuff is all like little like cooking segments that he does on YouTube. And fuck YouTube.
Well, yeah, definitely fuck YouTube, but it does let you watch Gordon Ramsay cook something, and he's a great cook. Like I learned how to make
copied a couple of his recipes.
Yeah, I stole his scrambled eggs recipe.
Oh, was that the one where he does it real thick? With
Yeah,
the
he
layers?
does that thick old nasty old fat old eggs scrambled.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
there's a really
need to-
there's a guy on YouTube that I love that's a cook. His name is Food Wishes, and he does up talking. He does his whole show is just he talks like this over here, and he's like, now you're gonna take the thing and put it in there, and you do it. But he makes really great stuff, and I've made some of the stuff he's made, and it's great. I love Food Wishes.
Food Wishes.
Yeah,
Okay.
food. Check it out. But he up talks a lot.
The other ones that the ones that I enjoy are oddly on PBS. It's like Test Kitchen and like Milk Street. And there's another one. It's like Cook's Corner or something like that.
Do you
But they're all
remember
very
the first?
scientific.
Do you remember the first chef that you watched
As a person?
as a person?
As a person. That's a
Like, do you want to know
weird way to
mine?
say that, but sure.
Jan Ken Cook.
Yeah. Oh, I remember Jan. Jan was on Channel 9 out of CBC Windsor here.
If Jan can cook, so
Jan
can you.
Cook. I remember that. That was, yeah. You know? Yeah, you always had the wok, the steamer.
Yeah. I think he was like the first chef that I watched. And like after Jan, there would be that French guy, Grey Poupon or whatever his name was.
Jacques Pepin.
Yeah, he was great too, but he came on around the same time as Jan Can Cook.
My mom was a chef, so I know like all these like crazy. My first was Julia Childs was the first one I ever watched.
That's. I guess you're a little bit older than I am then, because I think Julia before me.
Remember a time when we didn't have any cable whatsoever. It was just like 7 channels. I think we had 6 channels.
Oh yeah, I remember.
PBS was on.
I remember pre-cable times. I was around for that.
Okay. And then my dad would yell at us to go change the like rotator for the antenna on top of the house. Go change it to channel 4.
When kids were the remote control.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I can't. I just came up with a prediction in the future. Oh, actually, I forgot to bring this fucking up. Well, one, I was talking about Joe Rogan and the before, but then he was talking about I saw an article where he was talking about nuclear waste making batteries that are going to last like 2,000 years. But
Really?
yeah, then there was. Do you know Elon Musk?
Oh yeah.
This Friday, he's supposed to come out with that neural, the brain link fucking connection type of deal. He's supposed to show it off this
I don't
Friday.
want any part of that.
I don't want it either, but I think it might be a game changer. It might be able to change the channel without having to use your hands, which could be pretty big.
Huh. Yeah.
That's the only thing I could see it being useful for.
Because well, that's if you give a feature like that, you know, there's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to be like, oh yeah, sign me up, I want that.
I want 3 of them if I could change the channel without using my hands. But that's the only thing I could see it working for. It's just like,
yeah.
Other than that,
start your car too. Like if you had a car, you'd be like, start that car. I mean, it would start the car.
Or maybe you could make Bluetooth phone calls. I don't know what else it's going to do, but supposedly this Friday he's supposed to show it off. We'll see if it's like if it's going to be the next what the hell was that bike that killed the guy? Segway. If it's the next Segway.
Oh. Every time anybody mentions that guy, I like picture him riding off the cliff in that Segway. I don't know why. I don't even see it. I don't even know where he did it. But I always picture that guy like riding off the cliff on that Segway.
Do you think the Segway exploded?
Most likely, because if it had lithium batteries in it, those things like especially back then when he like came out with it, they were like highly flammable, like very volatile.
I can't believe he died on a Segway. That's like cosmic humor right there. That's
Yeah, that's terrible. Even Henry Ford didn't die in a Model T, you know.
How did Henry Ford die?
I have no idea. Well, I probably should know that, but I have no. I think old age.
I did a book
It's how
report on Henry
most
Ford.
people. I know how others have died in this family around here, and most have died of old age. So
Let's see, Henry
I guess that
Ford.
happens when you're worth millions and billions and billions.
Let's see. He lived to be 83, and
Yep, I
he.
kind of figured he's into his 80s.
Nah. I hope I get to my 60s. Career, marriage, racing. Later career and death. Here we go. His health failing, Ford ceded the company. I don't care. I just want to see how he died. He died April 7th, 1947 of a cerebral hemorrhage. There we go.
Ooh.
Ugh.
That's a rough one. That's the aneurysm in the brain, isn't it?
Cerebral bleed. Yeah, it's ugh. That couldn't have felt very good, but you know.
Mm-mm. He was 83. He might have already been in quite a state.
The only good thing about death is that you don't have to suffer after that. It's just like, oh, my brain is bleeding. This is hurting. I'm dead. Okay, bye.
I've kind of accepted that part of life is death.
Ugh.
And you're going to have to deal with it one way or another. It's dark, but...
That kept me up many nights in my 20s. I would lay in bed with my eyes wide open going, I'm going to die one day. I'm going to die. Might have been the weed. I don't know. But
that'll contribute to it, but we're all going to die one day.
oh yeah. Which is kind of comforting, but also scary as fuck too.
Uh-huh. Very much. I think seeing others die around you kind of has a numbing effect, I guess, on the effects of death.
I really think death, especially like in America, should be treated differently. I think it should be more of a celebratory thing. Like when people die around you, there should be like party poppers instead of tears. You're like,
yeah, that would make it much easier for their passing, because I know people that, like, when they die in the state, that they're like very accepting of it and very happy to go. I don't know, they just seem all around more, when they pass, they seem more at peace, you know.
Well, they're at the ultimate peace. Death has to be like the ultimate orgasm. It's like, time for a nap.
Yeah, oh yeah, yep. I love naps. Naps are always nice.
They really are. Oh, just sad we're not going to see what's to come. We're not going to be able to see the neural link in our brain, so we could change the channel. Maybe. I don't know.
Probably not, but I don't know if he's coming. He said he's coming out with it. What, this week?
This Friday, supposedly he's going to show it off.
This Friday, okay.
I bet you it's a bust.
Well,
It's going to be a Segway.
It's all going to be integrated crap into his cars or something, you know.
It might be like you have to wear this thing on your head and then look at this part of the control panel and then it'll turn your radio on. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then somebody's going to throw a rock at the window and it's going to shatter. Who knows?
What about trees? I don't even know what to talk about with trees.
Well, because we're not in the future
those
yet,
noises
man.
That you made.
I think there's going to be one day in the far, far, far future, like after World War IV, if there even is one. Like a coming back to nature in a way that we've never experienced, that actually is post technology. Kind of like you could there might be like tree teleportation. Like we might be able to hump a tree in New York and then come out in Florida somehow.
It's very like what was that movie? The one where all the plants were connected. Avatar.
Oh, yeah, sort of something like that. It might be.
Very Avatar-ish.
Hey, that might happen. I'm a tree humper, not a tree hugger, but
That's kind of what I thought of the first time when you started talking about trees talking to each other. Is like the Avatar, them talking through their roots.
Oh man, I should have took an Avatar clip for the beginning of the show instead of Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Oh well.
Wizard of Oz is always good though. I mean, there's so many clips in that movie that could probably apply to this subject, even if they were talking about monkeys.
Wizard of Oz has so much crazy shit like hidden inside of it. There's a
very much. What was the what was it? Would you start playing the wall at a certain point?
Yeah, that lines up with it. There's a scene where there's somebody hanging in the background.
Yeah.
But it's probably like a prop or something. It's probably not like an actual person getting hung.
Most stuff that I've read on that said it was a prop that was hanging back there.
But it does look like there's somebody getting hung by their neck in the background. And there's also a gun too. I think the Tin Man had a gun or something, or the Scarecrow had a gun. A gun in Wizard.
In one of the scenes?
Yeah, he had like a gun. Wizard of.
Really? There was something with the Wizard too. I thought I can't remember what they said about the Wizard. It's been so long ago because that movie is so old.
It's fucking old as shit.
Dark Side of the Rainbow. That's Spencer just posted it in the chat.
Yeah, there was a scene with the Scarecrow he had a Colt 45. It might have been Nugs. I can post pictures in IRC. That'd be cool. The Scarecrow has a gun. Look at that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
It's weird that like 20 years later, all the dark stuff comes out about that movie.
It takes a while. It takes a while for stuff to come through. Have you ever climbed a tree?
Yeah, in my youth. Maples are about the best because you can get the highest stuff in them.
Do you remember how high you got? Like 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet?
Oh man, I've been like out in northern Michigan. I've probably been like at least 40 feet in the air.
Oh my
more.
God!
It was old trees though. I mean, and that's probably back when I was like 12, 13 or something like that, and not too many parental guidance around.
Yeah. I've always scared myself. Like I'm a great climber, but I hate coming down from stuff. Like I like going up. I don't like going down. So I think I hit about maybe 10 feet. Like I was like, okay, this is high enough. I probably could have went like even higher though. But yeah, it's scary.
I used to like it, getting up there till you could see everywhere around, throughout as soon as you get up like over where you can see a little bit over the canopy, then you can kind of see pretty much all around on a forest.
It's like a whole new world.
But,
the trees become the floor.
After a while, you get sick and tired of sitting up there, and then you got to come down, like you said. And coming down, I think, is probably at least twice as hard as going up, just because you got to like watch your footing when you're coming down.
It's weird. It's kind of like cats. Cats have that issue. Cats could go up, but they can't go down, and that's why there's always like fire.
I've seen cats get stuck in trees before.
because they don't have like a way to like ratchet themselves down. They have a way to ratchet themselves up.
Yeah. And that's guys that do like tree removal. They'll tell you stories about cutting down a tree, and there's like a cat stuck up in the tree that's been up there whoever knows how long, because like the owner never noticed it, and it was just way the heck up there, and it's a big tall tree. And it's probably like a wildcat, you know, it was like something scared it up the tree, and then it couldn't get down. It stayed up there.
Oh
and
man,
it passed away.
imagine being like you're chopping trees down, like you're like a logger, and then you hear like a fucking wildcat go. What the fucking
Time to go home.
We're having panther pancakes tonight for dinner.
Well, that's or carry a sidearm.
Whoa.
I know there's certain areas that, like, well, we got like cougars and bobcats here, but I don't know how much trees they climb. It's most I've ever heard is from guys that cut trees, and it ends up being like either like a wild like house cat or a house cat of some sort that's up in a tree, and someone never realized where they assumed that their cat got hit or something, and it climbed up a tree because it was scared and ended up passing away.
I know a few cougars that have climbed a few trees in my time.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't doubt they could. I mean, they got the claws and the ability.
Oh. Until those fake nails break off. They leave marks. A caller.
Oh, that kind of wood.
That kind of cougar.
Oh, yeah.
Caller?
I've watched a cougar steal money out of a guy's
really?
pocket at an establishment the one time while he was passed out. And then went up and told his buddies that she did. She tried to say that she didn't, and it became a scene, and I left.
That's weird. Was that at a casino?
No, it's actually at a nightclub. She was the oldest person probably in that entire nightclub.
She was also the smartest person there, too.
Exactly. She knew her gig. She was like...
These little whippersnappers.
Scamming people. I watched her do it. Like she like took money out of his like side pocket too. Even.
She reached in that little
for the, like,
pocket for the money.
Yeah. Yep.
Little money pocket.
Yep.
Quarters.
I guess her rent was due or something. I don't know.
Oh snap! Do you want to hear more clips from Dr. Keebler? I mean Ebler.
So one question before I go.
Yeah.
JCD said he was doing an interview with you.
Yeah.
Is that happening?
When he gives me a day, yeah.
Okay.
I have him on the back channel, and we've been communicating, and I was like, hey, we gonna do this? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, when? He's like, I'll let you know. I'm like, when? I'll let you know.
That sounds amazing.
But yeah, do you have any questions you'd like to ask the old man?
Not offhand that I can think of right now, but that'll be an awesome interview.
Send it on in. I have a whole bunch of questions already lined up for him, but I'm gonna give him a tough interview. It's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be fun.
Are you him like I want to say Tom Brokaw. Yeah, Tom Brokaw. Are you gonna hit him like Tom Brokaw?
A little bit.
I was there.
On the last episode of No Agenda, he's like he's gonna do Who Are These Podcasts, and then he said, I'm also gonna do Nick the Rat. I was like, ew. That's nasty. Yeah. Ugh.
Are you saying like you're an also ran or something, or? That sounds like so JCD though.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it'll be soon. All right, caller.
That sounds awesome. I'd love to hear more of Dr. What was his name again?
Dr. K. Ebler.
I would love to hear more of Dr. K. Ebler.
Sorry. Well, tune on in. I'm hanging up on you. Have a good night. Thanks for the call.
Sayonara. See ya.
We got Dr. K. Ebler. We're up to, I think, clip 5. Like 2 more to go. We're going to try to get through this quick here. We're clip 5 here. To further my research, he says, he wanted to find a research partner. See, I don't know what's going on with the time here. I don't know when this happened. So I made an account on a site named Tinder and found a lovely young assistant named Bethany. I took her on the next few trips into the woods to try to talk to the trees. She wasn't the most professional assistant, but I did get a lot done. Also, my HR advisor told me that if I didn't let you play this clip, I might get sued in the future. Let's listen.
All right, Bethany, if you could help me hold up my microphone to the tree right here. So I tap away.
Sure, I could do that. Okay, Dr. K, let me just grab your microphone right here. All right, I got a good firm grip on
Bethany,
it.
that is... No, oh my God, it's not my microphone. That's...
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I guess you could, you could tap that on the tree.
All right, I'll just tap that right on the tree. This is a little weird. I've never done this before.
This will be a very interesting experiment, to say the least.
Well, I guess if it's for science, I could do this.
This... It might be Bushi. This sounds almost like it's in reverse. It sounds like maybe when he's tapping the tree, they're sending in messages coming in reverse. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can rewind this. Also, that beginning part was very suspect. It was very weird. It was, let's see what I got here.
All right, Bethany, if you could help me hold up my microphone to the tree
All right,
here.
Bethany, hold my microphone to the tree.
Sure, I could do that. Okay, Dr. K, let me just grab your microphone right here. All right, I got a good firm grip on
Bethany,
it.
that is... No, oh my God, it's not my microphone. That's...
Okay, we're gonna skip that part. We're gonna skip.
Well, I guess
Let's go. Let's see if we could. Yeah, we're gonna reverse and speed it up. Drax is right. Let's reverse and speed this up. Let's also boost the sound here. Oh my God. Oh wait, no. Is that reversed? Oh, let's. Here we go. No, this is still... Let's play it in the reverse. Hold on, I'm sorry everybody. Hold on one second here. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna do it in reverse now. Oh, he said, oh yeah. This is gross. Oh. Oh. What did he send me? What is this? Oh God. Okay, Animal House, me and you, let's get this party started. We're almost done with the show. Oh God. Oh. Ew. Ew.
I'm here to answer your call. I know that I shouldn't have had you waiting that long. I've been so busy, but I've been thinking about what I wanna do with you. I know them other guys, they've been talking about the way I do what I do. They heard I was good, they wanna see if it's true. They know you're the one I wanna give it to. Can see you want me too. Now it's me and you. I've been waiting, think I wanna make a move now. Baby, tell me if you like it, tell me if you like it now. I've been waiting, think I wanna make a move now. Baby, tell me if you like it.
Dick the ride! Hey, motherfucker.
I need that hot steam.
What?
You're building a rocket ship here. Baby, I love you all the way down. Get you right where you like it. I promise you'll like it. I swear, just relax and let me make that move. It's our secret, but keep it between me and you. Now, oh yeah, I'm waiting. Think I'm gonna make that move now. Baby, tell me if you like it. Tell me if you like it. Now, yeah. Oh, I wanna make that move. Make a move now. Baby, tell me how you like it. Me and you. It's just me and you. Make a move. It's just us two. Baby, tell me just like it. You now. I'm waiting. For your love and I've been waiting. Make a move. Make a move now. Tell me how you like it.
Dick the ride!
Yeah.
Fuck that shit!
Directly in my skull case.
Fuck that shit! Hey, motherfucker. You're a badass motherfucker. I just wanted to tell you that.
All right. Well, that's a great song. That's good. Okay, we're gonna speed through this here. Let's see this last clip. Do we have any more voicemails over here? Do we have any voicemails? I think we have some. We might have a voicemail or two. If we have any voicemail, we're just gonna play it. We got a couple voicemail here. Let's play the voicemail.
Nick, open your phone line. I have something to tell you. That's about alien.
That was Gary. 917-719-5923.
Hey, Nick. I need to know for medical research purposes. Did your Bigfoot hunter fucker friend take and or preserve any samples from the multiple bodies? We're doing a gender study on them, and I need to know what he was fucking.
Well, okay, we're gonna stop that there. He drank the blood of several Bigfoot. He did not tell me where any of the bodies were stored, so I can't answer your question. I'm very sorry. I hope you find answers to your question somewhere.
Nick,
I drive a skid loader, and I load trees with my skid loader at the nursery on a daily basis, and I can tell you the trees are definitely listening and respond in spiral vibrational directions.
Oh, yeah.
Trees grow in spirals rather than outward. They seem to grow outward,
That's why there's circles in
in
them.
that being blown into an elliptical point of the growth. It is spiraling as the roots grow spirals too. Yeah.
Indeed. Hello, caller.
Oh, Nick! It's me, the Warlocks! I speak to the trees!
Are you speaking to the trees right now?
Dude, I am seeing trees! I'm speaking to them! And they say you've been a bad rat!
What? They said I was bad. What are you talking about? I'm bad, right? The trees love me.
Man! I don't know!
Are you outside right now?
Say what's up!
Are you...
What?
Are you outside right now, caller?
Sort of. I am inside and outside. I am the trees.
You're in the trees?
Yeah.
Are you on a cell phone or a landline?
I am talking to you from space.
Caller, did you take your medication tonight?
Meta what?
All right, look, if you're not going to take your medication, you can't call my number 917-719-5923. Will not work if you're not on your medication.
Hey, beep. Hey, on the sewer chat, we were talking about, this is Rick, now known as Rick the Tree. That's an inside joke that it goes along with beats. Anyway,
You are Rick the Tree.
This is what my system sounds like. Hang on, let me just go up a little. I wish I could get some incoming stuff, but here we go. All right.
Whoa. Are you trying to reprogram people right here?
I'm getting this column stuff in here, so I will just do something real quick. Well. Zoran, 30 to 31. And we will go to...
Rick the Tree, what are you doing over here? Are you trying to brainwash people?
There you go. Pushing because it wasn't him. Is there a way to just... This? I got it. No, there isn't. That means that I can restart it.
What the hell's going on?
I can't. And it just blocked the screen.
What? We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop that there. Voicemail. Thank you so much, Rick the Tree. But boy, oh boy, that was a quick little voice thing you got going there. We got one more clip from Mr. K. Ebler, Professor K. Ebler. This clip I attempted to contact using nothing but my brain and my microphone. It was completely, quote-unquote, successful. My research assistant insisted we kept it in for science. I found it inconclusive. I don't know what that means. Let's listen to this and see. We're going to close the show after this. I hope you had a good time. I hope you come back next week. And I hope you talk to some trees in your neighborhood.
All right, Bethany, stand back. I'm going to try to use the power of my brain. Contact this tree here.
Huh.
Professor K, did you hear that?
Oh yes, Bethany, that must have been, the tree spirit. If you could please maybe take a couple steps back and close your nose, thank you.
I don't think he contacted the tree there. What the fuck was... Alright, let's see if I can enhance that.
All right, Bethany, stand back. I'm going to try to use the power of my brain. Contact
I think that was the professor who shat his pants. Alright, there we...
Oh my, Professor K, did you hear that?
Oh yes, Bethany, that must have been, the tree spirit. If you could please maybe take a couple steps back and close your nose, thank you.
Let me see if I can enhance that. Enhance. Enhance it. That's... Alright, well... Whatever you think happened there is what happened there. We'll be back next week with more Nick the Rat Radio, everybody. Smoked trees, bunch of potatoes.
I'm a sandstorm taking human form, a crown of thorns swarmed on my peace firstborn. My meat flowing, keep going. Heat seeks, he born.
Send him a letter.
Reborn, so forever be warm, or forever be mourned, or cleverly on. But God is a heavenly charm, so hope the weather be warm. I'm cold. Behold, Dante, the ancient and old. They threw my sand in the fire. I came out gold. Old man at the gate with my hand in the lake. The other full of sand, stranded on the land of hay. Wet and dry, man, it's so hard getting by. People don't want to try, they just sitting getting high in front of the crystal ball, watching Bill Clinton lie. A well-respected guy peeping with my naked eye. My fate ain't confined under space and time. The earth belongs to God. He said vengeance is mine. My effect is bright. I just blessed the mic. Live right, failed to die, got an F in life. We done fell and we rose. What the hell and we froze. We in our own purgatory and the heavens is closed. Wanna battle the pro, now we travel the globe. Stepping out, shadows blow, unraveling codes. At the speed of light, I can read and write and open doors to death with the keys to life. Life. Ain't nothing but problems. Can't live with them, can't live without it's from the spirit. So when you hear these lyrics that sing, nowadays these honeys all about material things. Bitches ain't nothing but problems. Can't live with them, can't live without them. But I'ma deal with it and be real with it. And if you ask, you should still. Now you wanna take the time and speak to me, cause I be rhyming and shining frequently. Fake niggas popping mo saying peace to me. These high price hoes ain't seen at least the G. You ain't the same dime piece that I used to love. Sniffing coke, doing drugs, guzzling rules with thugs. Fuck a bitch, but the snake shit gotta be known. Plus I couldn't leave the motions of a body alone. I used to try to be nice and never lie to hoes. Now I keep them bitches thinking I'ma buy them clothes. Busting nuts if not on the near faces in real places like bathroom floors, halls, and staircases. You was the only one that I was close to. Now act like I ain't supposed to. Violate and expose you. Violate and expose you. Bitches ain't nothing but problems. Can't live with them, can't live without them. It's from the spirit. So when you hear these lyrics that sing, nowadays these honeys all about material things. Bitches ain't nothing but problems. Can't live with them, can't live without them. I'ma deal with it and be real with it. And if you ask, you should still hit it. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate women and all, but I do hate them faggots that's resembling y'all. Until you check that.
Desde que nasci, desde que nasci, desde que nasci.